Hello everybody, how are you today? Hope you're doing good. So we are going to go in a totally different direction today. So I saw a painting done by Lisa Marvin of Lisa Marvin Art with using a colored background, and I really loved the colors that she used, and so I want to try it. So guess what it is? It's a tealish looking thing, so that's why I loved it. So the Shelly Art technique, she uses something called a fake, I think she calls it a fake pillow. So what it is instead of using a colored pillow, going out and buying pillow paint in a can that is tinted, she uses her regular pouring medium recipe like I use for my colors, okay? And she uses that recipe and just creates a bigger cup of paint. And then pours that over this white pillow, your normal pillow, your color place out of the can, or your PPG out of a can. So you put that white color place or PPG down first, just as we always do. Okay, and then you just take a color of paint, make a lot of it, and pour it down as your first color, and that's going to colorize your base. Okay, so that's what she does. So you don't have to go out and get all these different cans of colored pillow paint. So this is what we are going to do today. So I've got my base down. So the technique of this came from Shelly of Shelly Art, but the color combination of the pillow is coming from Lisa Marvin. And then, so what I did is I mixed, now this is what I had. It's not the same color she used, but it's close. This is the, let me get it. This is my turquoise blue from Liquitex, okay, mixed with pearl white paint by Amsterdam, and this has that iridescent shimmer in it. So we are giving some shimmer to this pretty turquoise blue. So the way that I mix that, I'll give you if you look in the beginning of my video, there's this recipe card that's an image in the beginning of my videos, and it tells you the color option to use for a swipe and a bloom. So what I did was I used 1 1/4 tablespoons of Minwax polyacrylic and 1 tablespoon of the Glidden GLN6413N Base 3, and then I squirted the colors in there. So this is my standard color recipe that I use for all paintings, okay, for my colors. So we've got our white PPG pillow down on there, our normal pillow. Now we're just going to pour this. Now we're going to use a lot, not like our normal color. We're going to use a lot to make that faux base. So I had to mix up 2 recipes of this, double the recipe. And there we go. So now you can see that I have used a lot more than I usually use of my color that I just do with my little popsicle sticks. This is going to become that faux base. Okay, and imagine the background this is going to create. It's going to be gorgeous. So that's our fake base. Now I'm going to use my bloom on top of it. So first of all, I just mixed it. It has some bubbles. So I'm going to kind of drop that like that. Going to get, oh, there we go. Got rid of the bubbles. Okay, so now we're going to start with our bloom. So I've got quinacridone magenta, and I'm going to try and be sparing on this. Just use a little bit so that that blue can stay on the background. I don't want it all to disappear under the bloom. So we're going to have a little bloom with negative blue space. Okay. So I'm going to be very careful not to put too much of the bloom paint down. Because remember, we have to spin this all out. Okay, so that was Diax Purple. That was my purple tub metallic paint from US Art. This is this little piggy latte. And this is Titan Buff Light. I'm using the same colors that Lisa used to see if I can recreate this fabulous painting that she did. It was beyond awesome. Okay, now there's one thing that I want to do because I'm not using a lot of the colors in the center. I just want to get, I want to take care of these white areas because those are going to show. So we need paint over that whole thing. Okay, now we should be ready. So now I have to hope I don't screw it up with my blow here. All right, all the bubbles gone? Yes. Here we go. I want to bring this back to the center. I'm going to use black cell activator. I'm so excited. Not too much since we're trying to be minimal here. And here we go. Oh gosh, I was hoping I turned the video on. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to quit there. Now, I want to get it back over that way a little bit. I want to break up the center. Get some cells coming up there. Nah, I blew through the blue. I think I'm due for some new cell activator. But regardless, this is pretty. Now, I want to modify this a little bit. So let me get my modifying tool. I want some of that blue to come down in here. Breaking up that white that I blew through. Anytime you make a boo-boo, drag through it. Okay, I like that. I think we're going to go with that. So let's pick it up and tilt it so the blue gets to the edges. Back to the center, and then we're going to spin slowly. I'm not centered. Oh, wow. Okay, we need to spin some more. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So this gives you your colored background without having to buy a whole can of that color paint. You can use any tube paint you have and make that background, and it'll just be beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, so I still need a little bit over here. And you want to be careful. You spin very slowly and you don't use a lot of paint so you don't have a lot to spin off. Because you don't want to leave more than you need to, because you'll have your cracking and crazing going on. And that's not good. I'm just going to put some of this on the side. Let me check all my sides. Okay. I really hope that's all I have to do, because I like it right now with that background. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's not moving much at all. So I think I'm done. So let me take you down and show you this shimmer. The iridescence. I don't know if you're going to be able... Yeah, you can see it. See the iridescence in that blue? Isn't that pretty? Now this would be better on a larger object, but I had this wood round and I thought I really want to do it on something nice. So just look at that. So that was, how pretty is that? The camera angle. Let me turn on the flash. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. See that iridescence in there? And that was all just pearl white. And this is Amsterdam, and this has the iridescence in it. This is what I had. Lisa used a different brand. The pearl white mixed with the turquoise blue Liquitex. And it lightened it up a little bit. And it just gave it that pearly background look. I am thrilled with this. I'm going to be buying some more pearl white and mix this with Diox purple. The darker colors. Imagine how beautiful that will look. So if you learned something, you probably did, because this is not my usual type of video. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Any questions, drop them in the comments. I would be happy to answer them. Look at that. And look at how the blue comes up through the petals too. So pretty. I love it. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.